Hello everyone, this is Mark Blanton and this is
Dr. Latasha Blanton.
And welcome to our home. We just decided today to put together a quick video to give you an overview of our company, who we are and what we do and how it relates to you. Now, our company has been around for a little while. We're based in Johannesburg, South Africa. And yes, don't ask that question. Well, are they African Americans? Yes, we are. I was born in Georgia, grew up in North Carolina, and then my last city I lived in was Washington, D.C., or just in, Northern Virginia. And my wife, Tasha.
Well, he has the luxury of growing up in North Carolina. I grew up in Virginia, and that's pretty much where I lived until I went off to college. But ultimately, when we got married, I ended up settling in Virginia. So Virginia it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're probably wondering, what are we doing over here? Well, let me explain to you what we're doing over here. Like I said, we came here on a trip many years ago, and obviously, as we came on the trip, we decided, South Africa was probably the place to be, kind of like the Beverly Hillbillies. So we decided to come here. We moved here, and we were entrepreneurs, anyway. So we started this company. This isn't the first company we started in South Africa, but just the one that we feel real comfortable with, because our goal is to help people such as yourself who've never come to Africa to come to Africa for the very first time. Now, here's the basis of our company. We are called the Real South Africa for a reason. And the big reason why is because we want people to understand that we're giving you the real South Africa. We're not giving you just safaris. We're not just giving you, what you think Africa is. We're actually going to give you what we call the real South Africa. What does that mean to you? When you're working with us and about building your trip to say, you know what, I ain't never been to Africa. I don't know anything about it. I don't know nothing. And it's okay to say that, besides saying, well, I heard, don't hurt on me. And just, we will guide you through the process because we kind of know what it feels like not to know. So after that, Tasha.
So what we do is make sure that you understand that everything that you see in the media is not necessarily the real South Africa. So when you do get a chance to come and visit with us, we make sure that you get to see everything: lifestyle, culture, couture. When it comes to luxury lifestyles, women, the fashion is off the chain here, okay? You can get anything you want, and you can get all those things just by attending a trip or an experience with us, because the way we build our packages, we understand that there's certain things you're gonna wanna hit, but if something catches your eye and you're thinking you wanna go do that, then I probably know someone that can make sure that you get what you need. And you can see other testimonials where we've done that for some of our other guests, where they've had items made within a day before they left. So when it comes to making sure you actually get proper service, because that is what you get when you're here. I'm not saying that customer service sucks in America, but when you get true customer service, actual people that genuinely want you to have a good time in their country, South Africa is definitely the place to be.
Exactly. So again, our company, the Real South Africa, is based on that premise. We know what we want to do normally when we travel. We want to make sure where we lay our head is in a nice place. Can I actually eat the food? Yes, you can do that as well. So we take care of all that for you. We do all of that. Now, another benefit for us, which ultimately translates to you, is that we're part of a large network here in Africa, not in America, but in Africa, especially South Africa, the tourism bureaus. We are aligned with South Africa Tourism as a stakeholder. That's a big organization here. And there's several others. Every province has their own tourism bureaus, which features different things. They know who we are. We contact them regularly based on we need from them. And then of course there's other organizations that work with us as well to make sure when you do come here, you have a great time. Everything is in order, everything is seamless. And at the end, you will give us a great review and say, you know what, that was dope, as we used to say in the 80s.
Now he's telling you how old he is.
Yeah.
So with all of that, like when you think about what it is we're trying to provide for you, you've seen our videos, you've seen our pictures. We eat a lot. So when it comes to making sure that your bellies are going to be full and you're getting, I don't want to use the word proper nutrition, but just to know that you're going to have a good time. Because if there's one thing we do as a people, we eat, and they're not any different. So when you travel with us, you're going to get the opportunity to experience how they fellowship with each other around food, and that experience by itself will make you feel like better than home. And you know what home barbecues and braais look like when everyone's out there, music's playing, everyone's, may or may not have a drink or two, but everyone's fellowshipping and the energy is nice. Just imagine that, but you're having it in Africa, and then on top of that, it's actually better. It's way better.
Yeah. Another thing that I want to bring to you is that, we have full run of the country, literally full run. We're not going to no resort and putting you in a space and you sit there for 7 days and then you're just waiting for your day to leave. No, chances are when it's time to go, you're not going to want to go. I can probably tell you that up front, but like I said, we'll figure that out at the airport when it's time for you to leave. But like I said, we have access to all the major cities to include East London, which you probably never heard of, Richards Bay, that's all in KwaZulu-Natal. We also have access to Durban, which is in KwaZulu-Natal as well. We have Johannesburg, we have a whole province called Mpumalanga, we have the Eastern Cape, we have packages for everything. So in our conversation, we're gonna have a quick conversation with you, and based off our conversation, we're gonna say, you know what, I think you need to come to Joburg. I think that you would have a great time in Johannesburg, or we may call it Josie. And whatnot. So again, we're purposely here in Joburg because at the end of the day, you're going to want to have a great package. And if you call us and say something like, you know what, it's me and my girls, we coming 3, 4, 5, 6 deep, we coming. You ain't got to wait for a date in reference to like, okay, what day can we come? You tell us the date, we'll set it up for you. If you are coming here on a honeymoon, or you're coming here as an individual birthday, you just want to blow out your 50th, like I did here, you can do that. So don't do the whole, okay, well, we need to wait for a particular date. So when is the next travel date? You tell me what day that you're free to travel. You tell us how long you want to be here. You tell us basically in conversation where you want to go. We'll set it up for you. So it's all concierge from that point. And so we do provide that for you. So you really have no real reason why not to come besides you can't have a conversation with us where you want to go. But like I said, there's a bunch of places that we got set up. You can actually do, and I will tell you up front, the one thing that you're going to do while you're here is a safari.
Yeah.
You're going to do a private safari in one of so many different game reserves here in South Africa. Now, I said private safari and game reserve, you have no idea what it means, but once you get here and once you leave, you be like, man, them private safari, them game reserves are off the chain. You can have a whole different conversation with your friends at home because you did something that they obviously didn't have access to. And keep in mind, this is not a zoo. I'm just being honest with you. It's not a zoo. You're actually out there with the animals, with a guide, of course, in a private reserve. Everything is perfect. You can't beat it. That's something that you need to do. And then of course, everything else. And then keep in mind too, and I'm just sharing with you. We've had several people that was saying, "Hey, I'm going to bring a bunch of friends," and we know what happens. Friends don't see the value of coming to South Africa, and I'm putting it lightly, and they end up raining on your parade, and then you end up not coming, and nobody comes, or they want to come and they want to bring the whole family, and then of course we will price it for you, tell you this is how much that it costs, reasonable because of what you're going to get once you get here. and then nobody ends up coming in that particular group because 2 people decided they didn't want to do it, and so forth. And she's laughing because a lot of times Tasha is the one that's putting together the packages and whatnot. So sometimes I would tell you, if you have intentions of coming to Africa, South Africa, and you are the only one that's interested in coming, go ahead and get yourself sorted out. Let everybody know this is what you're doing, and we can always add them to your package as it grows. And then if you end up with 5 people, you have 5 friends that have great, wonderful stories and whatnot. So the best thing I can do for you right now is just to tell you to make sure that you obviously like and subscribe to this video, because it's going to be more videos. There's plenty of videos that are coming. But number 2, I would definitely share with people. Keep in mind, you're going to get a lot of people that's going to rain in your parade. But I promise you this: everybody that we've ever had come with us, and people that we've just known that have came to South Africa, they all go away thinking, wow, this was the best thing that I could have done for myself. What do you think, Tasha?
The one thing that comes to mind for me with the people that come here is that they all say that they wish they had come sooner.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, even if they're coming, say like in a group, they will postpone their arrival because they're waiting for other members of their group to hop on.
Yeah.
And that can take like 6 months to another year, which means they could have been here twice in the time that they came the one time. And they're saying to themselves, I should have came by myself. I was still gonna be, taken care of. I was still gonna have an amazing time. And then that way I could have shown them, instead of us all waiting an extra time for somebody else to come with you. So if you're thinking about it, you wanna do it, and no one else is on board, it doesn't matter. Just book that trip, info@therealsouthafrica.com,
Yep.
and let us know. We can hop on a call. You can tell us what you're thinking. We'll tell you which package fits best for you. And then you go ahead and come, you meet us, we'll take you around, make sure you're good to go. We take care of you from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Then you can go back and post on your Instagram and post on all those places and tell them this is what they missed. Wait, so you get to live your life and they can see your pictures and say, oh, I should have come with you.
Yeah.
But you came anyway. So those are the things that, we make sure we provide, that we don't want anyone to have any regrets. And the only way to not have any regrets is to go ahead and book a trip and visit South Africa.
Yeah, go ahead and bring that DNA back to Africa. It's already leaning this way anyway, so you might as well just come. So you can't say that you don't have a connection, because we're here. You can go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com. And if you need any other assistance besides that, you can also, like Tasha said, hit info@therealsouthafrica.com, which is our direct email, and we will reach out to you that way. But in the meanwhile, go through, go to our website. You can also go to YouTube, just Google YouTube, The Real South Africa. You will see a lot of videos that we have made explaining things to you as well. But at the end of the day, coming to Africa shouldn't just be a bucket list thing. It should be something that that's where you go. That's where other people in other races, they have a place where they go. Come to Africa, come here. As far as the flights are concerned, I promise you, wherever you're sitting right now, go ahead and go to any Google or whatever and Google how much it costs to go to Hawaii, and you will find out that it's roughly about the same amount it takes to come to where we are right now in South Africa. And if you need the airport code, it's JNB. And that's the airport code. Just go ahead and see how much it's going to cost. And then at the end of the day, you would have had an experience that you would have never, ever thought that you would have. So at this point, contact us, and we hope to hear from you soon. And be all about that real South Africa.